Why do we only notice Hashem when something goes wrong, but we forget Him when everything is going right? But first, good morning, everyone. And thank you so much for joining me here on a brand new episode of Shaar HaBechina. When something goes wrong in our lives, maybe if we get sick or we lose some money or if we face some sort of rejection, our instinct is oftentimes to complain. And we feel like life might be unfair and that Hashem is being harsh with us. But Chovos HaLevavos reveals a deeper truth. He says that setbacks aren't punishments, it's a wake-up call. They are custom-designed opportunities for us to grow. And he explains that the reason people often fail to appreciate how good their life really is because of the small number of misfortunes they experience. Rabbi Victor Miller gives a small example. He says a man might have a kind, devoted wife, but if she says one hurtful thing, he forgets everything she does for him. And similarly, a person may enjoy endless brachas from Hashem, yet focuses all his energy on the few things that he's missing in his life. But here's the key you need to understand. Even the darkness serves a purpose. Let me explain. Hear me out. Setbacks are not just challenges. They teach us humility. They remind us that we aren't in control and that our success is not a given. So when someone loses money or gets sick or faces a failure, they're being invited to look inward and to soften their arrogance of life and to deepen their emunah and betachon and realign with Hashem's will. You know, there's a pasuk of Asher Gever which talks about fortunate is the man whom you, Hashem, discipline and whom you teach from your Torah. Hashem, He disciplines not out of anger and He's not upset at you, but He does it out of love because we matter to Him and because He wants to make us better. Even illness, Chovos HaLevavos says, can be a gift. He gives a small example. There was a man whose business was literally killing him with stress. And he has a full-blown heart attack. And when he's in the hospital and he had to stop working because of it, he realizes that it was his heart attack that saved his life. He says what he thought was a curse originally turned out to be the biggest relief for this individual. The challenge for us is to see the tov, the good, in the test of Hashem. To remember that Hashem is tov, umeitiv, good, and does good, even when it doesn't feel like it. And if we can hold on to that emunah through the darkness, through those hard times, then we're not just surviving life, we're surviving the test. We're passing that test. So the question is not if you will face setbacks, it's how you will respond when they come about. Will you curse the darkness or will you search for light in that moment? Will you see the illness, the failure, the disappointments and say, Hashem, you don't care about me anymore? Or will you have the courage to say, I don't understand this, but trust the one who sent it? Because in that moment, when you have that thought, that exact moment of confusion, of pain, of hurt, of broken expectations, you're being tested by Hashem. And if despite those difficulties, you hold on to the truth that Hashem is still good and that He still loves you, that is the part of the journey that you need. And then at that point, you've already won that test. And you didn't just survive the test, you passed it with flying colors. And if in the eyes of Hashem, you succeeded greatness. So the next time life hits you with something unfair, stop, breathe, and remember, the very thing you're calling a setback might just be that one thing that's actually saving your life. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in here today, and I love you all.